You're in the rant wormhole where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one by becoming one. This one is for Maxwell Simpson, who wants me to rant about competitive video games, aka esports. Oh boy. I'm not necessarily a big esports guy. I don't watch it actively at all. So I guess necessarily I'm just not an esports guy. But I am somewhat fascinated with it. Like, uh, both sports and esports, I see why people like them. I understand getting invested in the meta narrative of them, being interested in something that like you yourself get to do and play, and then you get to watch somebody else do it way better than you can. To like pick up Street Fighter and be playing it obsessively, and then watching somebody else do this insane shit, and then like wanting to duplicate that yourself, or just the closer you get, the further away you realize it truly is, kind of thing. Getting involved in the culture, following people's careers, following the drama that can surround it. There's all kinds of fascination there. There was a brief period where I was following Thorin, the YouTuber, Thoorin. He has a great video that I can't fucking find because it's buried deep in his channel about like the problem with esports writing and how not enough of it outside of the internet has focused on the narrative element. That has, there's not enough esports writing that is reflective of sports writing, without it being like in the community. Not enough, mainstream coverage isn't really doing a good job of representing it well, basically. But there are lots of people who are doing good journalistic efforts, such as him, about the esports community. But it's also kind of impenetrable if you don't play the games. Like, listening to him talk about CSGO or League of Legends, having not played them myself, is, I don't know the first thing he's talking about. I can't even begin to broach it. Like, I would like to. Like, I think that it would be great if there were more people who would do, like, introductory lectures on these games, and like how to follow the esports. Like, I think that that's the real value of the Smash documentary, for instance, the 4-hour Smash doc, which I've seen a couple times, and is why I pay any attention at all to competitive Smash. Why I know the names of some of the people who are big. Why I've been able to sort of follow the mill of discussion around it, because I watched that. It's a good starting point. It lets you understand the meta of the game, like what important developments happened over time, who is good, who's worth following, and then later, you can go and actually follow those people and learn way more than you did from the doc. So like, I will occasionally watch a Melee finals or something like that. I follow Hugs on YouTube because I love his fucking videos. But I mean, I mostly watch Hugs to watch him complain about Hungrybox eating videos, which is the funniest fucking shit in the world. So like, it has nothing to do with the competitive esports aspect. There was, I remember like back in the day as a kid watching like Arena on G4, where they would always play like, what was it, SOCOM? Was that the one they played like every single episode, and Unreal Tournament? And like, that kind of stuff always looked fun to me, but I didn't know how to play online at the time. Like, it took me a long time before I even learned how to like hook an internet up to my console. Really, it was Xbox Live on the 360 that was the first time I played online, and I was playing like Gears of War and Halo, but I don't think there was really a competitive scene for those games, so it wasn't something I was taking interest in. And like, most of the competitive scene, it tends to just be around games I'm not interested in. Like, I don't care about Counter-Strike, I don't care about League, I don't care about StarCraft, I don't care about Overwatch, or any Battle Royale games or any of that shit, which I don't even know how much of those, like, I don't know if there's Fortnite esports, or if that's just there's famous Twitch streamers who play it. I have no idea. Like, I'm not the type of person to keep playing the same game. I tend to just blast through single player games in 1 or 2 sittings, and then, move on to the next thing. There's never been a game I was obsessed with enough to become competitive at. I love fighting games. Like, I love to play Soul Calibur, Guilty Gear, fucking Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax. If only that was competitive. I would if there was like a scene for Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax, I would start training so I could beat people with Kirino and laugh my ass off about it. But like otherwise, yeah, it's like because I'm not involved enough or interested enough in the meta, it's hard for me to just break in, you know? Like you can't really just flip on an esports tournament and expect to know what's going on because they're going to be name dropping people constantly. They're going to be name dropping techniques and meta and all that shit. And like, you know, the commentary is there for people who get it. It's no different for me from turning on ESPN and watching a basketball game. And I don't even know the fucking rules of basketball, so I don't know what the hell's going on. You know, I don't know what they're talking about in the commentary. So like, I definitely would encourage, if there are people out there who do video essays about esports and you want more people to get into it, give us some introductory lectures. Because like, what's great about watching regular sports is that even if you've never really played it, it's not that hard to get a sense of the rules. With video games, there's usually a lot more under the hood elements to it that are difficult to just like observe. It's difficult for you to just watch someone playing and really know what they're doing or why they're doing it. And there needs to be more people just laying all that out. And maybe there is, and I just haven't seen it. Nobody's really linked me any esports introductory videos before, so if there's stuff like that, you know, maybe something that would, and it has to be entertaining. I'm not going to watch it if it sucks. But like, you know, if somebody has like a really good introduction to, say, the hardcore meta of Street Fighter or of CS:GO or of any whatever games are relevant right now in the esports community, which I know is shifting all the time, I might be interested to see that, you know. But as it stands, the only one I really know much about is Smash, and even then I'm not keeping up with it. I just happen to, because I follow people who are keeping up with it, be abreast in general of what is kind of going on in the Smash community, but not on any kind of deeper level than that. So I guess that's my thoughts on esports.